Hello and welcome back to another edition of By the Numbers, where we take a deep dive into market affordability. We'll show you real properties and give you real solutions based on the properties that we find. All right, so let's take a look at this one coming to you from Garner, North Carolina. This one found on Zillow again at 1102 Buckingham Road, Garner, North Carolina, 32529, listed at $330,000. Listing is provided by Joseph Geisler of Fathom Realty, North Carolina, LLC. Right below the picture, you can find the link in which I found on Zillow for this particular property. So let's take a look at what we have here. We're going to be diving into the numbers, looking at what your payment would be if you were to go with full asking price versus a $20K reduction, and then finally seller asking for seller concessions versus that price reduction. So I'm using those seller concessions to what we call a seller funded interest rate buy down. So let's take a look at what we have. Starting off with the full asking price, we're going to go over the numbers real quick. What I used was a 740 credit score. This is going to be for a primary property, and we are in North Carolina. So for your conventional loan, I use 5% down, the FHA 3.5%, and then nothing for the VA. So let's just move right into it. For your conventional loan, we're looking at a loan amount of $320,100. That's putting 5% down. Actually, that's putting 3% down. This one we are going with you qualify for a first-time home buyer program. So this is 3% down for a conventional loan, $320,100 for the loan amount based on a $330,000 list price. We're using a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. And when I did this morning, the rate was at 7.125%. And I just looked a few minutes ago and it's already down. So the market is a little up and down. So this is all subject to change based on your personal scenario. So just keep that in mind. We're just going to go ahead and run these numbers as is. Your down payment would have been $9,900 for that 3% down. Mortgage insurance is required for anything less than 20% down, and that comes to $232 per month. Moving over to the FHA loan, 3.5% down again. Loan amount $318,450. Again, 30-year fixed rate mortgage. This interest rate came in at 6.25%, $11,550 down, and again, mortgage insurance is required, and that came in at $146. And rounding us up with the VA loan. VA does not require down payment, so we are going to do the full purchase price of $330,000. 30-year fixed rate mortgage came in at 6.625%. And again, mortgage insurance is not required for a VA loan. All right, moving on to what your monthly payment will look like if you were to pay full asking price. For the conventional loan, we're going to break it down by the PITI, the PITA, the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, and just give you the numbers based on what we pulled. So conventional loan, we're looking at $363 going towards your principal, $1,794 going towards interest, $348 going into homeowners insurance and PMI, and then finishing us up with $242 going towards taxes, giving you a grand total for a conventional loan of $2,747 a month. Moving on to the FHA loan, $411 goes to the principal, $1,550 goes to your interest, $262 goes to your PMI and homeowners insurance, and then $242 for taxes, giving you a grand total of $2,465 per month. And then finishing us off with the VA loan, $403 goes towards your principal, $1,710 goes towards interest, $116 for your homeowners insurance, rough estimate, and then $242 for taxes, giving you a grand total of $2,471 per month. All right. So what if we were to ask for a price reduction? In this particular instance, I have us asking for $20,000 off and a price reduction. So let's go and see what that looks like with the conventional loan. All right, so 3% down, conventional loan, $300,100 for your loan amount, 30-year fixed rate mortgage, still at that 7.125%, and your down payment at $9,900. Mortgage insurance is at $218. FHA came in at $298,450 for your loan amount. Again, 30-year fixed rate mortgage came in at 6.25%, $11,550 for the down payment, and the $137 for your mortgage insurance. And finally, the VA loan, $310,000 with that price reduction. 30-year fixed rate mortgage came in at 6.65%. And again, no down payment is needed, and there is no mortgage insurance on a VA loan. Again, there are qualifications that you do have to meet in order to qualify for zero down for a VA, and we can go over that individually. All right, so let's look at the payment for a price reduction. Conventional loan came in at $340 for your principal, $1,682 for your interest, $308 for the homeowner's insurance PMI, and $227 for taxes, giving you a grand total of $25.57 per month. FHA came in at $385 for principal, $14.53 for interest, $227 for both homeowner's insurance PMI and taxes, giving you a grand total of $22.92 a month for a FHA loan. And then finally, VA loan came in at $378 a month for your principal, $1,606 for interest, $90 for the homeowner's insurance, and $227 for taxes, giving you a monthly payment of $23.02. Now, instead of doing a price reduction, this is what I like. My preference is a seller-funded buy-down. And this basically is asking the seller for concessions. Instead of asking for closing costs, we use those concessions to buy down your interest rate to make this market a little bit more affordable. So let's take a look at what that looks like for the three programs that we're going over today. So at a conventional loan, we're still same offer price, the original price of list price of $330,000. So 3% down, your loan amount $320,100. 30-year fixed rate mortgage again, $9,900 for your down payment. This one we bought $9,200 in points, or 2.875, giving you a new interest rate of 6%. Okay. Again, mortgage insurance is at $332. That didn't change from buying down the rate. Moving on to your FHA loan, we're looking at $318.45 for the loan amount. 30-year fixed rate came in at 5.5%, paying $8,000 towards your rate, and that was points of 2.513, and your down payment was the same at $11,550. Mortgage insurance at $146. And finishing us up with the VA loan, full asking price of $330. 30-year fixed rate came in at 5.5%, paying $9,012 in points, or 2.731. So now that's a lot of numbers. Let's show you side-by-side comparison. Well, let me show you what the payment would be for a seller-funded buy-down. Your conventional loan, looking at $428 for principal, $1,491 for the interest, $328 for PMI, homeowners insurance, and your taxes came in at $242, giving you a grand total of $24.89. Moving on to the FHA, $457 towards principal, $1,352 towards interest, $242 for both PMI and taxes, again coming in at $22.92 for your monthly payment. And last but not least, your VA loan came in at $473 for the principal, $1,401 for interest, $96 for your homeowner's insurance, $242 for taxes, giving you a grand total of $22.12. So now let's take a side-by-side comparison of what that all means, putting all the numbers together so you can have a nice little visual of what it looks like. Starting with your conventional loan, full asking, you get no savings. It is what it is. That amount would be $27.47, if you remember correctly, per month. We're going to move on to the $20K reduction. That monthly payment would have been $25.57. We're going to go ahead and subtract that and show you the difference. If you ask for a price reduction, for a conventional loan, you would save $190 a month. Now, instead of asking for that reduction, if we went and asked for seller concessions and used that concession to pay for a rate buy down, this is what it would look like. So your normal asking price, or your normal payment would have been $27.47. Your payment for reduced interest rate is $24.89, giving you a savings of $258 a month. I mean, it's quite significant. I tend to say it's a win-win for both buyer and seller. Everybody wins when you use concessions to buy a lower rate. All right, let's see what FHA looks like. This one really shocked me here. So FHA loan, again, full asking price. There is no savings. If you were to ask for a reduction, again, that monthly payment for full asking was $27.47. If you asked for $20K reduction, that payment would have been $22.92, saving you $455 a month. Not bad. And this was a rarity. This one shocked me. I had to do it like 4 or 5 times, where the seller concessions came in at the exact same savings as a price reduction. So this one is a wash, $455 a month in savings. Either way you choose, if you're using an FHA loan, this you asking for concessions versus a reduction in price will be the same outcome. And then finally, looking at our VA loan, again, full asking price, there is no savings, but we're going to take that $27.47 that would be, use that $23.02, we're going to subtract that and give you a monthly savings of $445 if you were to ask for a price reduction. But the real winner here is, again, those seller concessions, seller buying down that rate for you. $27.47 minus the new loan amount, or the new monthly payment of $22.12 gives you a grand savings of $535 a month. So you can see, using concessions, other than FHA in this case, but 99.9% of the time, you're going to see a savings when you buy your rate down using seller concessions. So in conclusion, my humble opinion is seller concessions are the way to go. We are in a market that has shifted from a seller's to a buyer's, so let it work for you. I say whatever makes it easier for you to get that home is what you should do. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, all of my information is in the description box. Please reach out. I'll be glad to help. And for all of you agents and loan officers out there, check out our agent growth classes. We have classes such as ChatGPT and AI for your real estate business, Instagram Reels, hooks and scripts, embracing the shift, all these to help you grow in 2023 and beyond. If you're not interested in any of those courses, check out this section. This is our education courses. We have things such as seller-funded buy-downs, how to use gift funds to sell more properties, credit issues, facts versus fiction, and then things like simplifying condo financing. If any of these ring a bell, go ahead and scan that QR code to the left side of your screen and set something up.